Hello everybody, and welcome back to our FTB Ultimate Reloaded Let's Play. So, last episode, we kind of had a Thaumcraft dedicated episode, right? That episode was entirely to Thaumcraft, and I'm going to make an axe is what I'm doing right now. But anyway, that episode was entirely dedicated specifically to Thaumcraft. That's all we did last episode. So, this episode, I figured, what is something... A zombie just died. Let's go grab that rotten flesh, because we can use that for leather and for V here and for Thaumcraft. But anyway, what I was going to say, and we did some Twilight Forest already, the question is what is something that we have not done a lot of, but we have done some, It's not that we just have neglected it, but we've started on it and haven't really done all that much. Well, the answer to that is IndustrialCraft. We have not done very much IndustrialCraft at all. So what I figured we'd do, since we want to get... That table's sideways. Sorry, it bugged me a little bit. There we go. Since we want to get to a quarry, and in order to get to that quarry, we need some certain items, namely being titanium. We're going to need to get into IndustrialCraft and work towards the industrial electrolyzer, this thing right here. In order to do that, we need to build up our systems in IndustrialCraft, because that takes a lot of power. That's not something we can just power straight off a generator. We're going to have to get some heavy-duty power going for that. So I figured today we'd start on IndustrialCraft, get ready to get to our industrial electrolyzer, and do some of that. So that's what we're going to do today. So in order to get the industrial electrolyzer, just to make it, we need different things. So we need an extractor, 2 of them, which is simple. It's just a basic machine casing, electronic circuit, and 4 tree taps. The advanced circuits are fairly easy too, just lapis and redstone, glowstone, and more electronic circuits. Iron plates are simple. The biggest thing we're going to need to get to is the advanced machine casing, which the basic machine casing is easy, right? It gets to carbon plates and advanced alloys. Carbon plates we have to use the IC2 compressor. We can't use our compactor for. We have to do it through this way with pulverized coal, right? And the advanced alloy we can use our compactor for, but we have to use advanced alloy ingots, which we can get from smelting mixed metal ingots, which is bronze, tin, and refined iron. So it's going to take a decent amount of work. So the biggest issue is that we have to make a compressor to make the carbon plate. And instead of, since we're going to have a compressor anyway, to make the advanced alloy, instead of using our compactor for that, we're going to just use the compressor, because all we have to do is mix metal ingots. We don't have to go through the extra smelting step and then use extra power. So the first thing we're going to make, and we're going to want to keep an extractor for ourselves as well, because we can use it for our rubber wood to get rubber out of it. So we're going to use, no, not a compactor, compressor. First thing we're going to make is a compressor. Just a regular compressor. We need, I'm assuming this is just, yeah, regular stone, electronic circuit, and a basic machine casing. Well, stone we can smelt. That's fairly simple. We're going to go toss this down in the smeltery, the redstone furnace down here, to get that into smooth stone. The other stuff we're going to need refined iron for, if I remember correctly. For this we're going to need 8 refined iron. Oh, that's interesting. I guess these things are the exact same thing. Alright. And then for this, we're going to need 1 refined iron, and we're going to need some copper cables. So we can make some copper cables pretty simply with some rubber, some bronze, and if we stick them in the... it's because it's the stinking Thaumcraft. thing, we can make insulated copper cables. And then we need some redstone and refined iron. So 2 redstone, and I did make some refined iron in a previous episode, just so that we'd have it ready. Then this should give us an electronic circuit. Nice. And then we need a machine casing, which is simple, and we're also going to need that stone that we had, and that'll make us our first IC2 machine, which is the compactor. Or not the compactor, the compressor. The compactor is the thermal expansion one. So we're going to stick it right here next to the compressor. Its full generator is filling up right here next to the generator, and it fills up everything perfectly, right? So it's just wasting the rest of that coal. I did mine that over there in the pond that we got all our sand from. I went ahead and took the liberty of mining all that coal that was down there to fill up this, right? To fill up these, the steam dynamo mainly. But I also want to take some of this and put it in the generator, but I know the generator is going to use it up immediately. These machines don't work unless it's powered, right? So that's annoying, but it is what it is. So now we can use our compressor. We can use our compressor to make all kinds of things, but we can eventually get industrial diamonds this way. But what we need to make is we need to make those carbon right here, carbon plates, and we also need to make these advanced alloys. So this is easy. We're just going to take some coal and pulverize it. Unfortunately, we don't have any coal on hand. I stuck it all in the generator, or in the dynamo. So, and I did look up. There's actually a way if we use if we use a Silk Touch enchantment on our pickaxe, and we put it on our pickaxe. Well, I just said that. But if we use Silk Touch on our pickaxe and we mine coal ore, and we get just plain old coal ore, if you put it in the pulverizer, gives you 3 coal and a 15% chance to get an extra piece of pulverized coal. So that would be very useful for us. I need some water to stick in my bucket here. So that's definitely something we need to look into getting, a Silk Touch, and we also need it for ice as well, because that's definitely something we need. Snow is great for Gellum, but it's not as good as ice is in terms of Thaumcraft is what I'm talking about. But for now, just coming out and finding coal is going to be our best bet. And I don't know why I'm looking for surface coal. I was kind of looking for water, but there's not any this direction, I guess. I didn't want to spend the time to go up on the mountain to get that other water source. So, but this is nice. I like the surface coal. That's one of the reasons I like extreme hills biomes like this, is that coal is just all over the place on top of the ground. Like, you don't have to dig down for it. And some other ores spawn close to the top as well. Like iron will spawn real close to the top if you're in the right area. That happens more likely in other biomes, not extreme hills, just because extreme hills are usually very tall. And of course you have to be at a certain Y level for iron to spawn. But it's pretty useful to have all this coal just spawn everywhere. So we're going to pick up some more coal. Like I said, this is one thing we're going to use a lot of. And we need to move into magmatic generation eventually, using lava to power our machines, or possibly oil, since we have that oil spout relatively close. But for now, I want to kind of wait on that oil spout until we get some of the ender tanks that instantly transport our liquids any distance, because I don't want to have to pipe something all the way, like almost 300 blocks, just to get power. You know, that's just way too much work to try and do, when we can just as easily use coal or lava or something. But even then with lava, I still don't want to have to pipe something all the way up to the house from a cave or something, or something like that. And especially lava is best used by putting a pump out in the nether with an ender tank and a chunk loader so that it can just get an infinite supply pretty much. Alright, so now we've got some coal. We're going to go to sleep real quick to get it to daytime again. And then we're going to go pulverize some coal. We need 2 of the carbon mesh. So we're going to take... We need it to not auto input to that. And we need it to... Let's see, if we look back at the electrolyzer... we need 2 of these carbon plates. Just take a carbon mesh each. And we need 4 pulverized coal per. In the pulverizer, we get from, there's that recipe I was talking about. 1 coal ore gives you 3 coal and a 25% chance. Oh, that's better than I thought it was. Okay, so we get 1 piece of pulverized coal per, so we're going to need 8 just for that. Okay, so we're going to do that, and that'll get us enough for these, right? Oh, 8 for one of them. So we're going to need more than that. We need 16 total pulverized coal in order to make that. Okay, so that'll get that. But like I said, this power system is not going to be nearly enough to power this industrial electrolyzer for very long, because it takes 128 EU a tick, whereas this only puts out 32 EU a tick. At the same time, this power tier is much higher. It's medium, whereas this is low. So we're going to need to get some better power generation once we get this this thing placed. And we're just going to make this and place it off in the corner because we can't use it with the power we have. We're going to run out of power real quick, because I think the recipe to make titanium, if I remember right, took 125,000 EU, and we only have 40,000 here and 4,000 there, which means we're not going to have nearly enough, and it'd take so much coal to power that. The generator was not meant to be a lasting solution anyway, just a starter for our basic stuff. Alright, so now we've got our carbon mesh. Stick it in the compressor. I just did kind of like the IC2 machine sounds. It is confusing as to why we have this thing over here. I don't know why there's a second list over here. It's really weird, and it just shows quartz slivers. But, oh well. Alright, carbon plates. And then we need the alloy. So in order to make the advanced alloy, we need refined iron, tin, and bronze. Have enough refined iron and tin. Our issue comes to bronze. We only have 3 bronze, which means we're going to need to make some more. Bronze, well, that it changed to port. Okay, bronze is made with bronze blend, pulverized copper, and pulverized tin, so we need to top. Right? What? We get 1 pulverized copper per ingot, right? Yes. Okay, so we get 4 bronze blend, so we don't really need all that much copper. We only need what? We really only need the 1 set. So yeah, alright, and then we're going to drop this down in here. That's going to make ourselves some tin and copper that we can mix up to make bronze. And that'll be useful. Alright. Alright. Bronze blend. Smelt. That'll get us the bronze we need. Alright. Now we should be able to stick up the extra piece that we have, and the sulfur can go in here. If we take it like this, that, we get our mixed ingots. Oh, we get more than we need. So we're going to leave 2 of them in here. And then we can stick these down in here. And that should make our alloy things. We'll need to make some more refined iron in order to continue our stuff. We're going to need 8, 9, 10. That's another 16, 18. So that's 28 total refined iron that we're going to need. So we have 1. We're going to need 27 more. And we're also going to need to go get some more rubber from our trees. So we're going to stick that in there to get it smelting. And then we're going to grab our tree tap, and we're going to grab some shears, because since we are about to make an extractor, we can just use our, well, the rubber leaves won't do anything, never mind, but it's alright, okay. It'll get rid of the leaves quicker than beating it by hand like I was. Worst case, I can place them down and break them myself. Nice and easy, look at that. This is useful. That's a lot of rubber leaves that we're not ever going to use, I'm sure. Alright, and we've almost used up our whole set of shears, so okay. This rubber tree is almost useless. We're just going to chop this one down and replant it, because if there's only the one, there's no reason to have this tree here. I should have tree tapped it first, because you get more from tree tapping it. This one's only got 1, 2. What useless rubber trees. We're going to have to regrow these, because just one little piece is not worth it. Goodness. Okay, what about this one? Okay, this one's at least got 2, so it ain't horrible. Of course it lands up there. Okay, we'll leave that one. This one has none, which means it's absolutely useless to us. Alright. If this one has 1, it would be useful, but this one has none, just like that one, so there's no reason to keep it here. I guess I should have taken a look at our rubber trees earlier. There's one set. There's only 1 on that one, but it's short enough, I guess we'll leave it. This one is kind of useful because it's got more than 1. One has 1, 2. This one is the most useful out of all of them compared to, if you count its size compared to how much rubber it actually has. Okay, let's go to sleep real quick. Turn it to daytime, and we're going to plant some more rubber trees outside just because that was kind of dumb. I mean, what, we have only 16 rubber from 6, 7, 8 rubber trees, I think. That's insane. Alright. We can always get more saplings. Alright, we're planting these trees. Thankfully, this should be enough for now. But still, that's just like, goodness. You could have done so much better rubber trees. And we'll bring it back here too. We're going to chop down this tree and move and put some rubber trees back here. To allow for more stock in our rubber trees, because we're going to need more rubber always if we continue IC2. It's the one thing that will remain constant. Alright. Put one there. I'll grow that there. Alright. So we've got rubber trees growing now. That's kind of nice. Got an apple. Alright. Some more rubber trees are growing, so that'll be great. Hopefully we'll get more rubber from them. For now, we should theoretically have enough with the 16 that we have. And we're going to need to make a couple of, like 3 extractors for this anyway, so it'll be useful to have all this rubber wood that we can use, because we can stick the rubber wood in the extractor and it'll give us more rubber. So let's see, we're going to need to turn that into rubber. We now have enough. Well, that's just to make this. We're going to need another extractor, which means we need 8. And that means we need 9 more rubber. Or not rubber, refined iron. In order to make our last extractor. And I need more water. There we go. So yeah, let's stick that in there. So there's 6 rubber. We can make some more copper cables. And we'll use what we have to make our first extractor that we're going to keep. Copper's in here. We need the... It's not a crafting bench. We need just the one set for ourselves to make one extractor. Need one of these. And we need a lot of wood for this too. Okay, we need more than that. How many of these can we make? Perfection. That's all we needed. And there's our first extractor that will stick down here next to our compressor. And we need to put another copper cable there, which we just got the rubber to do. We're going to wait till we get all this iron. Is it going to cost the same to make? So 0.2 EU per block, 0.3 EU per block. Let's save our rubber for crafting recipes and just use regular copper cables for the whatchamacallit, just while it's in there, right? Or we can make, so that's, we can also use gold, 0.5 EU per block. It can transfer more power though. HV cable is not what we need. Tin cable, 5 EU a tick. Copper is much better. Gold cable is 128 EU a tick. It might be better than copper, but we don't have enough gold to do so, so we're just going to use these. I think we can put rubber on them. Yeah, you can just put rubber on each individual copper cable. Huh. Wonder if it damages you if you get close enough to it. That's interesting. Okay, so then if we stick our rubber wood in here, and we're going to need to grab some more coal blocks to power our generator here. But if we stick our rubber wood down here, we should get rubber from it. Just wondering if we get electrocuted from this stuff. But it doesn't seem like it. That's interesting. Yeah, see, it gives us rubber. This will keep our power levels constant. And this will be good. So yeah, and then now that we've got plenty of rubber, we can go ahead and continue making ourselves our things. So we need 3 of these. One of them needs to be the advanced. There we go. Then we need how many electronic circuits? We need 2, 3, 4. So all the rest of these go to electronic circuits. So we need more rubber, so I'm glad we've got some being made. That'll get us another electronic circuit, just this 6. We'll need 6 more to fulfill our electronic circuit needs here. Because if we use this, we're still going to be set short. Oh no, it automatically made copper cables. That's okay. We can change them into regular copper cables here in a minute. Okay. And how do we make the advance? We need 4 redstone, 2 glowstone, and 2 lapis. We're going to need 2 of those. We'll break down some glowstone. Alright, so that'll be useful. We need redstone for each of them. We need lapis for each of them. Okay. Alright, there we go. Then we need more. We have wood on us. Alright, there's our extractors. And with that, we have everything we need to finish our industrial electrolyzer. Nice and easy, right? Stick these in the compactor. And that should make us a nice good old machine. And now that we have an industrial electrolyzer, we're going to need some way to power it, which is going to be a big mess, because we're going to need some heavy duty power for that. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. There, 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 and there. Industrial electrolyzer. We have a wrench upstairs, so we should be able to break that, right? That, I think IC2 is the one where if you don't break it with a wrench, it'll destroy your stuff. Maybe we need the IC2 wrench. How do we make a wrench for IC2? Yeah, because it turns it back into a machine casing, I think. Alright, IC2 Tech Reborn wrench is what we need. That works. 1, 2, 3, 4 bronze ingots and 3 bronze nuggets. Okay, so that's going to take a minute to do, because we're going to need to make some more bronze. So yeah. Because we only have one, so we can turn this one into nuggets, and then that amount will make us the remaining ingots that we need. So yeah. Uh-oh, don't you dare make... Thought I turned that off. Wasted a little bit of power. I don't know why I came over to the crafting table to make this, but that's okay. And then let's stick that in there. Our last coal block, but it's okay. Still have plenty of power. Last bronze ingot is completed. Wrench. Yeah. That's how it's done right there. So we now have an industrial electrolyzer that we could theoretically use if we had enough power, but we have nowhere near enough power to use that, so I'm not even going to plug it in. That'll get us a nice, decent amount of rubber, 24 extra rubber. Alright. I'm going to look outside for skeletons, because I heard one earlier. I want to make sure he died. Looks like he did. Alright, and I also want to double check on our new rubber trees, see if we got any more grown. Doesn't look like it. Looks like they're all just sitting here doing nothing. This one should be moved over a block. Move it up a block too. No, move it back to make it even. There we go. So yeah, we got rubber trees on the way. We're going to need to set up a big area specifically for tree breeding. That will be something we can do. We might get started in bees and trees next episode, actually. That might be something to be interesting. But I also want to continue Thaumcraft, because that's something I've been wanting to do for a minute. So I enjoyed Thaumcraft a lot in the last episode that we did. So, but for now, we're going to continue IndustrialCraft. Okay, so we have an industrial electrolyzer, which means theoretically, if we just keep pumping coal and stuff into here, we can get some titanium from it by sticking our bauxite in there. And we're going to need some empty cells, which means we need tin and stuff. We're going to make some empty cells just to stick in there so that we have them for when we get to that section. We have a stack of empty cells now, so we won't run out of space, because you do require it gives off liquids and stuff in some cases. Okay, so now the thing we need to do now is power generation, and it's going to be medium tier power generation. So I've been wondering how we're going to do that. We're going to need some MV such things. The MV, so the at industrial and IndustrialCraft, so we can use the IndustrialCraft stuff as well as the Tech Reborn such things. The Tier 2 power, which we need an MFE, that will be our storage for Tier 2 power. That takes energy crystals and gold cables, of course. We can theoretically make the MFE, but we don't have gold, so that'll have to wait, I think, until we go and get some more gold, pretty much, yeah. Because there's no way for us to make gold, is there? That would be cool if we can just, like, craft gold from something. Transmutation stone. If we have 8 of those, we have 5. That would be great if once we get that, we can just turn iron into gold. That would be amazing. So let's try for that here, whenever possible. But anyway, back to learning how to make gold. Any other way to make it? Use transmutation stone on diamonds. Pulverized gold, gold dust. That's just to, yeah, literally just to, instead of smelting that, more just instead of smelting it. Okay, smelting just, yeah. Arc furnace we can't use. Redstone furnace. It's just more smelting. You can use golden tools. That's nice that we can use the induction smelter to turn anything back into its constituent pieces. Oh, 100% chance of extra drop if we use mana infused ore. Well, I don't know where we can get mana infused ore though. Haven't seen any yet, except for the only thing that looks like it is like the platinum stuff. But okay, pyro concentrator. Copper in a pyro concentrator gives us gold. Interesting. Okay. Industrial centrifuge, golden apples, that's not useful. Alcastery tome, that's just more doubling items. So yeah, we are low on gold. We need to get some here soon. For now, we can't really do much about it. But as far as power generation goes, we can start with some solar panels. We need 3 pulverized coal, 3 glass, 2 electronic circuits, and a generator per set of solar panels. We might make... What does the lowest tier solar array look like? What power tier is I want to know. It's a compact solar arrays. It is power tier 1. And it just needs 8 solar panels and an LV transformer. Okay, we have copper. We have 19 copper, so we don't have enough. But we're going to make 4 solar panels. Generator. Okay. So we need iron furnace. We need a lot more than that. We need that much for iron furnaces. Or not. Let's save some iron. Yeah, you can still make them this way. Saves us 12 iron in the making of those furnaces. Nice. We don't need regular furnaces up here anyway. So, okay. Move this next to that because I think it's a research aid. No, it's not. Never mind. Okay, but anyway. Have our iron furnaces for it. Now we need our iron, refined iron. We need to smelt this down here. Takes a lot of iron for this. Okay. Let's pick up the rubber we have down here. So we're going to need that. Alright, we're going to need to turn these into that. Okay. That should build our batteries. There we go. And now we have the generators we need for it. We'll need more iron than that for the electronic circuits. That's what... What are those for? That was... This iron was for the electronic circuits. So yeah. Generators. We need to go get some coal to pulverize. Do not auto input. And we're going to need some glass too, so... Okay. Game froze, so just a minute. There we go. Nice. Now we can make some of these. We're going to be able to make 6, aren't we? Oh, shoot. We're going to be able to make 3. I need more than that. I need more rubber. Thinking, okay. Let's make another tree tap because the one we have is almost dead. So yeah. Of course. Can't make it in there. Let's go get some more rubber from outside. We got another rubber tree spawn, so that's nice. There it is. Oh, I tried to jump it. I guess it didn't jump. Oh well. Let's see, what about this new one? I sure hope this isn't a useless rubber tree like some of the other ones. This one is so tall too. It has such potential. Oh goodness. You're not turning out to be a good rubber tree thing. How in the world? I don't get it. It's like it had such potential, and then it just ruined itself. I'm not understanding how that is possible, but whatever. We have more wood we can toss in the extractor to get some more rubber. What is making that sound? Huh. That's the extractor sound, but it's not going to be nearly enough rubber. Wait, why am I doing that? Okay. We got another rubber tree spawn, that's nice. Some visible rubber, now that's useful. So it has one piece of rubber. Two pieces of rubber, it's actually kind of useful. Not the most useful thing, but it's kind of useful. And here's another one, look at that. Okay. This one is, I got one piece so far. Hopefully it'll get more pieces here as we go. Last side, please be more generous. Well, looks like it's not going to be more generous for us. Nice and instant. There's not going to be any rubber on it, is there? Actually, there is. For such a small tree, it was actually useful. This one is useful too. Goodness, look at that. 2 pieces of rubber on such a small tree. That's very useful. Any more trees grow yet? No, okay. Invisible rubber, nice. The rest of it's useless. It's nice that these grow instantly from 1 bone meal. I thought I was going to have to use a bunch of my bone meal. 2 pieces of rubber? That probably means there's not going to be any up on the upper wood, but it's worth a shot. Seems like 2 is kind of the most, like, it's less common than 1, but it's more common than 3 for sure. Only 1 piece on that one. Visible piece, 2 pieces on this one. Okay. Let's go get another tree tap made. Oh, it seems like I can't ever use anything through the windows. Oh well. Alright. So we can grab rubber from that one that we just had grow over here. And grow this one. Okay. This one seems to be regenerating fairly quickly. I realize how quickly the rubber comes back on some of them. It's fairly useful for them to come back this quick though, so I'm okay with that. Okay, we've got 50 rubber in our inventory, or sticky resin, and that'll be definitely useful here to continue our rubber production. Alright, now, let's see. Wait, 18 is evenly divided. by 6. So we need more copper now. We need a decent amount more copper. We need at least... Okay. I want to place an extra chest and just dump my inventory in it right now, and so we can go get some more copper. And this is going to be a slightly longer episode too. Just like the last one. Just because I want to get through with this. We're just going to dump what we need. So for the solar panels, that's all we're sticking in here. So that stuff. The rest of this, like the wood, cobble, glowstone, this wood, shears or tools, bone meal will go in here. This will go in there, and that, and that, and that. And this will go in here, and that too. That'll go in there. Then this will go in here. Alright. Let's make sure there's no more saplings that have been dropped. I don't think so, so we should be okay. So, I guess baby zombies, no matter what kind they are, don't burn in sunlight. That's kind of interesting. Thought they did, but I guess not. And we're going to head into this cave. Before we do head in there, we're going to need to grab some blocks. Because I don't want to just be stuck, so yeah. So we're going to take blocks. Spruce wood doesn't belong in there. I'm actually going to block off this water here, because it's annoying once you get down in the cave. Alright. There we go. That's that stream blocked off. Perfect. Now we don't have to deal with this stinking water when we come back out. It was okay to get in, you know, it doesn't bother me, but to get back out, it's annoying. Since we are going to plan on doing some more IndustrialCraft episodes, I want to go ahead and grab these while we see them here. Okay. More coal is also needed. Hey, look at that. Good thing we started mining this coal, because that's right there. Copper is what we need. That's what we came down here for. And hopefully some gold, too. Alright, more copper over here. More over here. See, copper is very easy to find. It's everywhere. Unlike some ores like gold. Gold is almost impossible to find. Surprisingly, you know, originally I think it was a lot less rare, but now gold is hard to find. It's interesting, you know. And iron too. We're running low on that, so let's go and grab this iron too. Might end up having to run back and make another pickaxe. Because this one is running low. We could grab some more coal, but that's just a lot of coal at that point. No, I mean, and we want to be able to have some extra to come back and grab later. Plus, I'm not trying to just use up my pickaxe on coal. There's other things that we came down here for. Okay, so that's nice and useful. We have enough air shards in our inventory. Oh, we dropped down from here at one point, I think. Because I think I remember towering down with gravel like that. Iron. We've used so much iron in this, in the recent IC2 stuff that we started today. So it's definitely useful to grab. Iridium ore? That's interesting. I didn't know that iridium just came in ore. That's kind of cool. Thought you had to just find the shards out in the world and bring them back, but I guess there is a iridium ore. I would think it's kind of rare spawns, though. Being that that is an upper tier material, and it's also why the pickaxe level is higher than an iron level. It's an obsidian level pickaxe required. Okay. This is nice. There's a lot of copper right here. Have 16 more blocks to break with my pickaxe. That was a wasted one. It's bauxite. That'll be useful for our, whatchamacallit, our titanium in the future, but for now it ain't worth too much to us. One last block. It's going to be copper. Alright. That should give us a decent amount of stuff. There's an exit up here. I'm wondering if we can get to. Oh yeah, this is that weird exit on the. Alright. now we've got some pretty good ores. That was a decent haul for the little bit that we were down there. I mean, we got what we needed, copper and iron, so yeah, plus a little bit extra. Some nice coal. Let's make another pickaxe. Might need to upgrade our Thaumcraft chest soon too, but that's okay. For now, it'll be good. Alright, we're going to toss our ores in here. Iron and copper. Alright, we got plenty of rubber, that's for sure. Didn't really need the iron to go first, but we didn't have as much iron as we did copper, so it'll be alright. Okay, so we're almost done with our solar panel creation. We're going to have 4 solar panels here. We can go ahead and make a couple of them. We can make 3 of them actually. Because we only need enough for the last set is all we need. We need 2 sets of copper cables though, which is the big thing. Okay, we're going to need to switch this out. I need the copper to go first. Because that's what we're trying to get right now. We're not in need of iron right now. We've got all the iron made. All the iron stuff made. And so we need 2 more sets of copper cables, which is 6 iron or 6 copper. Okay. Okay. I was bound to get that backwards. 4 solar panels. We're going to make some insulated copper cables for power transmission down from the solar panels. Now, the question is, where is our solar panels going to be? We can put facades on them, can't we? How do we do the facades? Because that would be nice if we can put... because I thought there was a way to use... like, uses for blocks. Yeah. Cable facade. Cable anchors, which is a cutting knife and just any ingot. Okay. So cutting knife is an iron, 2 nether quartz, and 2 sticks. That's easy to make. Two sticks. Alright, we gotta pulverize that. Okay, cool, we got it. and cable or the cutter. And if we put ingots with it, I'm gonna use, what do we don't use a lot of silver, so we're gonna use some of those. 15 cable anchors. Then if we take one of our stone bricks, is it just one or do we need more than that? That'll give us 4. Nice. Nice. I think this is more for ME systems, isn't it? Oh, great. Well, it won't work then. I thought it was worth a shot. At least we know that we can use it for ME stuff, or AE2 stuff. But we're going to have to wire our solar panels different. So we can wire it right down here. I mean, we're going to have it on the roof anyway, so. We're just going to put them in the corner here for now. We'll change solar arrays and stuff, like get more solar equipment in the future. For now, we're okay. Copper cables may also not be the best things to make these with, but it's okay. Just because of the loss of power per unit. What is it to make? Can't you make double insulated cables that give you a better chance or better length of power distance? Isn't that something you can do? I guess not. Maybe not with copper. I know you can make it with other types of cables. But I guess copper is one that's not able to be done that way. Okay, so these make 1 EU a tick, which is not a lot. And with the amount of copper cables we're going to go through, that's going to drop a lot of EU. We can make an EU reader, can't we? To tell us how much is being transferred. Yes, EU reader. 4 copper cables, electronic circuit, and glowstone. Okay, we're going to make that real quick, because that will be very useful for us here. We'll need a refined iron, 3 redstone. We have the copper cables. Well, we don't. We're going to need to make some more, but that's okay. And then the glowstone. Iron ingot. Oh, we're running out of coal down here. Let's stick this in our steam dynamo. Give it some power. Tank's empty, so we need to give it some more water. Okay. Alright. That there. Okay, so at the moment, just from the solar panels at this spot on the ground, how much EU are we getting? Oh, I guess we need to connect it to something first, so yeah. Wire it through the wall like so. Need some more copper cables. We're gonna run out of rubber. Have to go get some more. So that's not nearly enough copper cables to make it through. Are we only one short? If we're only one short, that's gonna be so annoying. How many copper cables are we short? Oh my goodness, one. Okay. Well, for that one, we're not gonna insulate it because I don't feel like getting more rubber, you know? So we'll be fine. Now, EU. Okay, so let's see. If we're only making, this is going to be our issue, right? If we're only making, what, 2 or 1 EU a tick, 4 EU a tick, and each of the copper cables loses 0.2 EU per block, then how many blocks are we going from this one? So we're going to lose all of our EU by the time it gets down there, so there's no point in it being this way. We're going to have to change this. Our best bet is not to use copper cables up here. Yeah, it's not going to be to have our solar panels up there. Our best way to do it, I think, would be to have the solar panels somewhere down here. Like right outside the front up here. With glass on top of them. So yeah, let's do that. Okay, so this is too close to the house anyway. We're going to have to move it out. At least to there because of the way that the roof is. And so then we can put cables, solar panels, cover that up. We need to sleep. That should theoretically be making power. If we go to sleep right now, we should be able to see that the solar panels are making power and that our map box should have been filled. it is filling slowly. So it's not a lot of power generation, but it will fill itself slowly. And if we put glass on top of it, it'll look all right. So yeah, let's do that. So that'll be a start to solar generation. It's not the best power source, as we're only making a little bit of EU per tick right now. The generator still makes much more power than all 4 of the solar panels combined, but it's a start, right? That's all we were aiming for, was a start. It's not, it doesn't have to be great, doesn't have to be perfect, but it's a start. So we're now making power through solar means and through coal-powered means for IC2. Our thermal expansion is still coal and water, but we can use either one for this, so we're nice. And since we have the extra cables, we're going to use insulated ones there. So yeah, so now if we look at our EU reader, it's full, so we're not actually making anything, but anyway, that's kind of useful. So yeah, I'm happy with that. We're going to drop some stuff off in different places and organize our chests. These go in the tools chest. These go in the vanilla chest. Alright. Sort, 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 and sort. And then our inventory, like so. Alright. Last but not least, we're going to move our copper and iron upstairs. And that'll do it for today. So yeah, we had a pretty good episode today. We got started in IC2, expanded our rubber trees a little bit, and we built an extractor, a compressor, and an industrial electrolyzer, which we can't use the industrial electrolyzer yet, but we have built it. We also have expanded our power generation for IC2 by putting 4 solar panels under the ground right here, so that we now have those. So yeah, we did, I think, pretty good. Got our rubber trees easily harvestable, and I think we have had a good day today. This is recorded, so I usually like to record bulk episodes on Saturday, and then expand on it later in the week. I don't like to really record on Sundays, but today I am recording on a Sunday. This is the Sunday immediately following my last Saturday recording session, which was the last episode and the 3 before it. So, yeah. But anyway, hope y'all have enjoyed this episode, as always. If you have anything to tell me, to say that I could do better, or that I did wrong, or any of that, or just to tell me that, hey, you did a good job, any of that kind of stuff, let me down in the comments below. This is me signing off, and I've been producing videos. Thanks for watching.